Hi, my name is Markus Solbach and welcome to the Bullpen Guide. In this video, I want to give you a good look into the book I created. It's especially designed for you throwing your bullpens. I've played 12 years of professional baseball. I've played for the Dodgers, for the Twins, the Diamondbacks, and the Tigers. And over the course of my career, I learned that throwing bullpens is so important. There's so many players all the way from Little League to professional baseball that end up throwing a bullpen with no purpose, and it's just a waste of time. So in this book, I'm giving you a good guideline of what kind of bullpens you can throw. There's different explanations. I'm going to share my screen here in a second and give you a complete rundown of what to expect in the book. I'm a big believer in charting and writing down your thought process before and after the bullpen. You never want to have wasted a bullpen. There's never a pitch that you should waste. So I hope you enjoy it. I've also created the pitcher's game log and the hitter's game log. It's all a combination, and the pitcher's game log and the bullpen guide work super well together. You basically can have a whole year of all of your bullpens, all of your games. You can track your velocities. You can track how many times you've hit your spot, how many times you've missed just outside the zone. So this book is really, really good for any kind of pitcher at any level. And it's designed to guide you and help you all the way through from Little League to professional baseball. So let's get started.
So every book starts with a little intro of what I designed this book for and what I'm trying to teach you in this book and what it can help you with. The biggest thing of this book is basically the different types of bullpens that you can throw. We'll start right here with a mechanical bullpen where we literally solely want to work on our mechanics. Our command and our execution might be not as important. It's more to feel and to understand something. Like it says here, use the feedback of the coach, talk to your catcher, see what your arm action looks like, take video, do some mirror work. Like these are just strictly mechanical and don't worry about the result. A mental bullpen, put some pressure on yourself. This is good if you're struggling with big situations with runners on base. Change up your tempos, implement runners, step off sometimes. You can even implement picking off. Here you can kind of create your own pressure situations or have a coach next to you just tell you what situation you're in and what count you're in. Then we go into an execution bullpen. Here, we're not really working on mechanics or pitch design like it says. This is you executing your pitches. So you are saying, hey, I want to throw a fastball low and away, and your only goal is to hit that spot. You can execute combinations of fastballs, curveballs, changeup, sliders. It's all about executing the pitch and making sure that if you miss in the right areas. So if you're trying to throw a slider outside low and you do miss, try to miss outside low off the plate if it's with less than 2 balls, so you don't want to get into a 3-2 count or maybe even walk the guy. Then we have a tunneling bullpen here. Our main goal is to try to make 2 or all of your pitches look the same out of your hand as long as possible. So we're trying to tunnel fastballs up with curveballs low for strikes, or that fastball low for a strike into that curveball in the dirt. You can do this with 2 seams and changeups with fastballs and sliders. You can even see if your changeup arm side and your slider glove side end up being in the same tunnel for a long time. Here video helps, and obviously hitter's feedback works very well too. Sequencing bullpen is a little bit more of understanding how to get an out. So, changing eye levels, changing your locations, working from east to west, north to south, throwing that fastball in to back him off the plate, then coming with that slider away for a strike because you opened that part of the plate, and then coming with that fastball up to change his eye level and get him to chase. So here you can just kind of work on different sequences that work well against righties and lefties. Then after this, we have the split bullpen, which you can just take any of these ideas, any of these bullpen plans, and basically split your bullpen into 2. I would recommend in this case to throw them consecutively, so don't take a break in between, to get that transition. So let's say you do a mechanical bullpen and then go into sequencing bullpen, to find a way to immediately make those adjustments, or make those adjustments you just worked on, and start going from mechanical to a pitch result oriented bullpen. This will definitely help you in game, when you have like minor cues and you need to fix them real quick, to still be able to compete at a high level. Then you have 3 pitch combinations. I mean, just literally go into the bullpen, tell yourself, I'm going to throw 20 to 30 pitches today, and I am just going to throw a fastball up, a curveball down, and a changeup away, and I'm going to repeat this process over and over and over again. And with the chart that I'm about to show you, it's very easy to log into how many of these spots you've hit and how big your misses were. Next one is a 4-pitch combination. Here it's very similar to the other one. Try to do 4 pitches, maybe start with a 1-1 count and see if you can execute 2 in a row and then it just resets, or you can just put yourself in a 3-0 position and you have to work your way back into that strikeout, or into that at least 3-2 count, to then put them away with that third pitch. Even call it a foul ball and then go into that 4th pitch to dominate the at bat. I mean, this is 4-pitch combinations. You can choose pick. You can also do fastball in, fastball out, then slider away and change up low. As an example, you can use multiple fastballs in this at bat too. Then we will go into this page. This book basically is this page that we have right here, but multiple times. So it just repeats itself. It's 30 times and it's over and over and over again. And all of you're doing is telling yourself, how did I sleep? Rate it. This is very important. When you see my other book, The Pitcher's Game Log, I talk about how important sleep and nutrition is, and obviously hydration as well. So these are always aspects to make sure, okay, if my bullpens are not good, then I need to work on these 2 things. I need to work on sleeping well, I need to work on hydrating well, and I obviously have to work on my nutrition. The next one is, how sore am I? This is just to get an understanding of maybe what your bullpen plan is for the day. If you're, for example, doing a velocity program and you are extremely sore, then maybe you should redesign your bullpen for the day and work more on mechanical, or work more on like dry work stuff. So what's my plan for today? This is exactly what we just talked about. You can either write down, like I did right here, I want to work on my fastball command. So this would basically be a 3-pitch bullpen where I would go fastball low and away, fastball low and in, fastball up. And I would repeat this, 9 times, have 27 pitches in total, and then call it a day and see how many times I hit my spot. What do I work on mechanically? If you're choosing to do a mechanical bullpen or a split into 2, then this is really good to just put in 1 or 2 pointers. Don't put too many in here. This is super important. Your body cannot focus on 4 to 5 things at the same time. Best thing to do is just write 1 mechanical thing. I mean, you have so many bullpens during the course of the year, and it takes so long to master mechanical adjustments. So put 1, maximum 2 in here. Try to, if you're working on your lower half, don't also work on your upper half, because it's very hard to work on both extremes. Next one is, what's my strike goal for the day? Super easy. You can either put a percentage in it, or you can say 10 out of 20, whatever. Try to keep it realistic. Don't go 100%, because we are not robots. There's always error in this. So be realistic. If you don't know a good strike percentage, look at what the best big league starters have. Look at talk to your coaches. But if you're going anywhere from 60 to 68%, you're always in a very positive strike percentage area. How did I mentally prepare for my bullpen? So right here I said I visualized throwing my fastball along the zone, which is exactly what I wanted to work on in my fastball command bullpen. But you can also say I revisited my game or my last outing, and I visualized striking out the 4-hitter, and I'm trying to execute those pitches. Or you can say I'm trying to work on my in between pitch routine, taking breaths, trying to slow my body down, trying to make the game around me slower, and just being able to know what's happening around me. Anything from visualization to positive self-talk, like Just write down how you prepared for your bullpen. Then we throw our bullpen and we go into this side of the page. So right here. Write down your name, write down whoever is charting the bullpen for you, if it's a coach or if it's your teammate, what date it is. This just makes it easier to, go back to your bullpens and see when you did well and when you didn't do so well. And here it gets a little bit more complicated. So up here you have the pitch type. Pitch type, you literally write down what pitch you want to throw. So if it's a fastball, put FB. If it's a curveball, put CB. You can also create your own legend up top here and write down 1 for fastball, 2 for curveball, 3 for slider, and so on. And then in this area, we have a grid. So I put in numbers from 1 through 9. This is your in zone. Then you have your teens, which is 11 to 18. This is just outside. So think about 1 to 2 balls outside of the zone. And then all the way out in your 20s, 21 through 28, these are your waste pitches. These are uncompetitive pitches that didn't really do a lot. If you are going way up at a 22 or a 23, you might be able to say that you changed eye levels a lot, but if you're realistic, these are uncompetitive pitches. So you tell your charter what spot you want to hit. So let's say we want to hit number 7. So our goal here is number 7. Then you throw the pitch and your charter determines if you hit the spot or not. So in this example, I did hit my spot. So I check mark that it was a strike. And if I have, I write down the velo as well. This is just a little bonus. If you don't have the velo, you can also supplement this with something else. Let's say you're using different weights. You're using 4-ounce balls or 6-ounce balls for a command bullpen. You can also write in the weights of these balls. If you miss, it will look like this. You'll have a fastball at 7 spot that I wanted to throw it in. I hit number 15, which is outside low, so I completely missed my spot. I did not throw a strike, and I have my velo here. So you go through this whole bullpen, and at the very end, you can write down your max velocities and then go into the evaluation of your bullpen. So I only put fastball in at the very top because I wanted to leave these other 4 options open for you in case you have multiple pitches or in case you throw pitches that I don't have. So I left these open for you to put in what pitch you threw. This also makes it easier for using this book as a coach and you want to have a lot of individual pitchers with different pitches throw these bullpens. So what we do is we write the total pitches that we threw of this pitch, so fastball. So we count how many fastballs we threw, which is 17 here. Then how many times did I hit my spot? I hit my spot 7 times. So the strike percentage or the hit percentage of this is a 41%. So 41% of the time I hit my exact spot, which is pretty good in this bullpen. Misses 1 is how many times did I miss outside of my bullpen. So all you do is you just calculate how many times you've hit in the teens. So this is pretty simple. So these are still competitive pitches that are just outside of the zone. So I had 6 in total and, 4 in total. And that's a 24% miss rate or hit rate. And then at the very end, you go misses 2. So in this example, I did not throw a single pitch out in the 20s. So I have a 0% or 0 hit percentage in the outside part of the strike zone. And then you write down how many strikes you threw out of your 17 fastballs, which is a strike percentage of 76%. We do everything with all of our pitches, and then in the end, you can kind of see how many times did I actually hit my target. So you can, if you want, you can use this very last bit as your total and just kind of tally up all of your pitches above to give you an understanding of your strike percentage at the very end and how many times you are hitting your spot, how many times you are just missing, or how many times you completely missed. So this is pretty fun. This is my favorite part of this book. It's just learning how to actually properly throw bullpens and understanding of how big your misses are outside of the zone. After your bullpen is over, we will go into a post-bullpen review. This is just to get an understanding of did we work on everything and how do we feel? So how does my arm feel? One is I'm in a lot of pain. This bullpen kind of took everything out of me. A lot of pain doesn't necessarily mean you can't move your arm, but you're just extremely sore and maybe you threw a few too many pitches. So this kind of tells you that next time, maybe depending on how sore you are, which we have up here, if you are extremely sore and your arm hurts after, then maybe you should cut down your pitches or maybe skip a bullpen if necessary. Then did I execute my plan? And if not, why? Then no, I did not execute my plan because I missed arm side up a lot. Yes, I threw 20 out of 30 strikes. So I did execute my 65% strike percentage that I wanted to have. I'm at 66.6%, but I did miss a lot. So even if I'm trying to hit that 7 spot and I'm missing up in the 3 spot, I am missing arm side up. So like I said, you can look at this quite a bit. You can see where did I miss. Oh, here I have 7 and 13. So I wanted to hit the 7 spot and I hit arm side up 13 spot. And if you do this multiple times, then you can just kind of get an understanding of where you're missing and what adjustments you might have to make. How many strikes did I throw? 20 out of 30. Awesome. What did I learn today? You can write down any mechanical cues, anything that your coach told you. This is just something small that, just a one-liner of what like really ingrained that bullpen and what really like stuck with you. What were my adjustments? I slowed down my windup and gave my arm time to catch up. So at the very end, in this example, let's say I kept on missing arm side up and my lower half just moved a little too quick, then this is a really good adjustment. And if you write down these adjustments, you can look back at your bullpens and say, oh, if I'm in a game and I'm struggling with certain things, what did I do to get myself back? So what were the adjustments that I had to make? Next one is, what do I have to do better in the future? Make quicker adjustments so I don't have to wait until the very end, and make sure I get more sleep, because apparently the 8 of the 1 to 10 rating wasn't enough sleep for me, and I was a little tired in this example. Then you do a little overall bullpen rating. 1 is terrible. You're basically 0 out of 30, or you didn't execute a single pitch, or you completely forgot what you wanted to work on. And 10 is, man, I just threw the best bullpen of my life. This feels amazing. This is what I want every time. These both extremes should not happen all too often, but if you can kind of be in between a 6 and a 8 or a 7 and a 9, you're doing a really good job. And at the very end, I gave you the option to just write down notes. This is just stuff that you wanted to remember, stuff that your coach told you, maybe little mental cues, just kind of write down what pops into your mind after your bullpen. So here you see the filled out page, and this is basically what it looks like empty and ready for you to fill in. And this just repeats itself over and over and over again.
All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to share this with anybody who could benefit from this, please do. Leave a like. The link to Amazon will be down below in the comments. I'll link all my other books in there too, and I appreciate it.